This woman was just accused of shoplifting. But within seconds, everything escalates. What started as a simple theft call quickly turns into a felony when she suddenly yells, "I have a gun!"
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy.
Hello.
So she has bags in her car still. She did take some stuff.
Tried to
took it
take
to
my
her
food
car.
from me. I just paid for it. You
Okay.
know the card too.
We were trying to just let her go because she threatened to use a gun.
They weren't trying to let me go. They grabbed a hold of me and must stop you.
Okay. Is there a firearm in the car?
No.
Where's your daughter at?
She's right outside.
Okay. How old's your daughter?
She's
She
19
has
and 15.
It's a white Chevy.
I think it's a Kia.
Man, what's your name?
I'm Brittany Armagas. Brittany Armagas.
Brittany Armagas. All right, go ahead and stand up and hand everybody back. You're being detained for this time. Can you tell me what happened today at Walmart?
It's right there in the video. She tried to take my stuff. I just paid for it.
So you
I said,
paid
"You're
for
not
it?
taking my stuff." I paid for it.
How much did you pay?
It was $200, I think.
200. Okay. Did you make any threats to them?
When she wouldn't let go of my stuff, yeah. I was like, "Get off my shit." I was
you
like,
say?
"I can have a gun." I was like, "Could disarm."
You said you had a gun.
I said I could, and I could disarm. I don't have a gun.
Did you make any threats to shoot
No.
them? Why would they say you did?
Because I said I could have a gun, could disarm. She was yanking on my shit and pulling.
You said you could have a gun when they were trying to get the stuff back?
Yeah, when they're sitting there fighting and
What'd she
wrestling
say?
with me.
Permitted paperwork for shoplifting, not
Oh,
licensed.
okay.
But
Yeah, so we have a permitted paperwork for you anyways for shoplifting.
like I have
We'll do
hungry
that.
kids. I just want to
Let me
get
ask you
my
this:
food
are there any guns in your vehicle?
home. No, I have 4 kids. No.
Did you pay for every item that was in the cart? Okay.
Yes, so she said she was going through it now, and it should be everything
Okay.
on it.
So, yeah, you said, yeah.
Sorry,
I don't see
I
anything.
did
on there.
overreact. I really did.
So
but
what, do you have anything leaving in
just
your
felt
pockets?
good.
Anything that hurt me, poke me,
No,
stick me, anything at all?
no.
okay
Anything
if we
to blow up or take
No,
in
it
or
should just be
anything?
money.
Is it okay if we search you?
Just be money and a debit card. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh, maybe so. Sorry.
Fix it.
Oh, I needed my ID. I took it out of my purse to cash my check here. Sorry.
So, hey Kevin, so did she say that she had a gun and would shoot you?
Yeah, she said she had a gun in her bag and she was going to shoot us when we didn't give her the card.
How much did she pay for it?
I wasn't up here when that happened. That's the receipt right over there.
So,
She only paid for $167.22. We're trying to separate everything that she did.
to see what the,
Yeah. It really wasn't gonna be as big of a deal as she's making it.
Probably like $75.
Yeah, it was just gonna be a simple get my stuff back. Probably write a summons.
were you
Yeah.
did she make a threat to you, or were you there when she made that statement?
Yes,
What'd she
but
say?
I wasn't even paying attention. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay.
Cause she was just smacking and hitting me and scratching me, and I was just trying to leave with the cart. So if she wanted to leave, she was more than welcome to.
So
So,
she was.
I never stopped her
So
from-
she was. She was smacking you.
Yeah, she even like scratched my arm right here. My arm's like shit. I have a video of it.
Stand by with that. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with her yet. She may be going signatory soon.
I don't know if you want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, I just watched the video too. You want to do a video of it?
Yeah. We're good. Can I see your bicep real quick?
I don't know if you wanted to see the video or not. Campbell watched it. So.
If he already saw it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Were you here for any of that, Nicole?
Yeah, I want. Oh, yeah.
The threat,
I was
the
no.
alleged
I was
threat.
in the office the entire time.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't know if you paid for one.
No, actually, I didn't pay for the lighter.
You what?
I didn't. I ended up getting in line down there, and me and my daughter, I didn't pay for the lighter.
Remember when you told me you paid for every item?
Yes, I wasn't thinking. She
So,
did find them.
okay,
Yes.
so is there anything that by chance
No,
that you
no.
weren't thinking about? Just a lighter?
Just when you reached, she said that.
So, because at first you already told me you paid for everything, but now it turns out that's not true.
And then I forgot the lighter, and we went down the aisle to get the lighter.
Okay,
And,
so what happened between you and her?
she upset me. She grabbed my card, and me and my kids are with me. Embarrassed me to death. Told me I had to come back in here. I was like, I want my stuff. I'm not leaving without my stuff. I don't have money to leave without my stuff. Because you can leave, but not with your stuff.
Okay,
I said, I'm not leaving without my stuff. And I
So-
started pulling on it because it's mine.
So what?
I bought it. And she pulled right back. So it was like a tugging match. And I tried to push her arm off my cart. Like she had a hold of my cart, and I was like, get off my cart.
So I'll tell you that they called us and they said that you said you had a gun and that you would shoot them with it, and
Not
he's
shoot nobody.
reiterated the same statement to me a couple times now, very specifically the same way every time.
You
Okay.
can go out in that car, search everything I know. I don't have
Well, I'm
a
not
gun.
saying you do, but he's saying that you told us that you told him that you did have a gun and would shoot
I
them
had
with
a gun
it.
to get dislodged. They're jerking on my thing. I
Why
don't
would
have
you
a
even
gun.
make a statement like that if you
Since
didn't
get
have a
off
gun?
me.
But like, why? You said you could have
sorry,
a
it's
gun,
not
but
fun.
he's saying he's saying that you said you did have a
No,
gun.
I don't have a gun. I've
Is
never
it-
owned a gun in my life.
That's just an odd statement to
I've
make.
never
If
even fired a gun.
that's an odd statement to make if you.
Some stranger, she don't know me, is pulling on me and all of my stuff in front of my children, pulling on stuff that I bought.
Yeah, well, the reality.
It's basically like, what did you think? Why are you grabbing
So, because
me?
you know what happens if you use threat, force, or intimidation when you're taking in the process of
Last
shoplifting.
night, yeah.
Because if the situation really escalated the way it was reported, this is no longer just shoplifting.
I think it's like a robbery. Right?
It's a robbery. It's a strong arm robbery.
No, no, no.
But why would you even make a mention of that if you're shoplifting and say, I could have a gun? Why would you even say
I
that?
don't want my gun. Trust me.
That makes no
This little
sense.
girl bigger than me.
That makes
grabbing
no
all of my
sense. Yeah, but
stuff,
that makes no sense to say that.
And I felt threatened. She wouldn't leave my stuff alone.
Okay, but their job is to protect the merchandise of Walmart.
Exactly.
And you've already given me one statement that was not truthful when you said you paid for everything. So now it came out
You're correct.
at least the lighter, which I'm just going to go off on a limb and say that there's more stuff you didn't pay for than the lighter, because they're checking right now. So what do you think I'm gonna? Do you think I'm gonna believe?
You'll believe
They're
them because
well, I'm not just gonna
that's
believe
something
them.
lighter.
I'm gonna believe the video footage, not just their statement. The video footage. What do you think it's gonna show?
It's going to show that I went back for the lighters and then walked around and got in line and the lights moved and ended up putting it in the top of my bag.
Okay.
What it's going to show.
Because even if it's just a lighter, and those statements and those actions alone, you still use physical force and the threat of a firearm to get out of here with those items you didn't pay for.
So is there possibly more stolen merchandise in her car?
Yeah. She did take some bags with her. We don't know what's in the bags.
Okay. What's
I got their information.
is that a house? What is it?
Where I work at, my house, the
Super 8. Okay. So, possibly stolen merchandise in the vehicle. Right.
And that's what I'm about.
Yeah. We're going.
Do you have a purse or anything like that?
Yeah, she had her gray over the body purse right here.
It's a gray like purse.
Right here. This is what it looks like.
If you really believe that like they were unfairly trying to take your merchandise away, why not separate yourself and just call us and say, hey, there's a problem?
That's what I did. I went to leave and that's what my
Like
daughter said.
you're saying your kids need the food, but I'm saying if you said you paid.
That's what I did. I told my daughter, I said, no, wait. I was like, take me back up there. I said, we're getting our stuff. And then he
Okay.
walked outside.
Why?
I looked at him and he said, you need to leave. And I said, no, I'm
But
not leaving.
well, I guess what I'm saying
calling
is,
you all.
I get okay.
And he said, we already did.
So did you pay for the food? So did you pay for the food?
Yes.
Okay. So who was watching on the like what led to the initial investigation? Okay.
She had skip scanned an item that that actually me and Nikki saw. Let's say she had a whole different item in one hand, she had a meat in the other hand. She would scan the other item 2 times and then bag everything.
Which the item she scanned did not equal the meat, obviously. I mean, regardless, she's not scanning the meat, but she was trying to scan 2 items but not pay for the.
Yeah, and then come to find out, actually, the shirts that she had that we just saw, it's ticket switch. That ticket that's on there, that's not for that shirt. That's the box of club chips. She would scan it once, she had the Bob Evans in this hand.
The one
She would scan the club again,
I scanned it.
put a both in the bag.
Pretend to scan it, yeah.
She didn't even try to scan
But
that.
yeah, but she just swiped it over.
Yeah, pretty
I
much,
see.
and then
It's obviously
put
not
it
where
aside.
the. Are we still gonna go with that story, or are we gonna admit what we already know? So you see, they have a scanner that can tell. They have a device that can tell us when something is scanned. Okay, so all the stuff that was scanned is here. All the stuff that's not scanned is there. Okay, I just saw her show me on the footage. Just for an example, the Bob Evans, whatever food item, you did not scan that, okay? You swiped it over after you scanned the other item a couple times. You just swiped it over. You didn't scan that. I get that you're in a tough position, but this is not the way to go about this. Right now, what we're going through is to see if there's any further stolen merchandise in your vehicle, okay? Because, and to ensure there's nothing further in there, okay?
that stuff. Like,
Okay.
here, it's like
Okay.
she bought.
All of this stuff here?
Yeah, that's all the stuff that she put in.
Okay. Anything, so. Okay.
I paid for this a long time ago.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, if you guys just want to sit in the car, and then as soon as I know something about your mom, I can come out and tell you, okay? So that way you know. Thank you, guys.
Trespass to all Walmarts in Denver.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
Okay. With all Walmarts across the entire United States, you're not allowed to come back to the property.
Looks like I picked back up on you guys.
I have a paper here that does explain everything. You are more than welcome to read if you want to. It just states everything so they just explain. Okay? Any questions? Is she able to sign during the trespass?
So this is all stuff mom paid for. And there's some money and a credit card in here. She wanted you guys to have some cash and whatnot.
In the end, what started as a simple shoplifting case turned into something much bigger. One statement completely changed the outcome. But here's the real question. Was it a real threat or just a desperate attempt to avoid getting caught?